Hey everybody, welcome back. A few days ago, I reviewed this Rainbow Dash Storyteller. It came with these 4 books, which Rainbow Dash reads. I asked you guys if you would like to hear the entire story of each book, and you guys said yes. So this video will be Rainbow Dash reading all 4 of her books. Let's get started.
The Cutie Mark Chronicles. Let's find book 1. Please turn the page when you hear this sound. Ready? Let's listen. Scootaloo, Applebloom, and Sweetie Belle were desperate to get their cutie marks. They tried everything. Most of the time, they just ended up covered in tree sap and leaves. Scootaloo had an idea. They should ask the coolest pony in Ponyville how she got her cutie mark. And we all know who that is. Me! On their way into town, Applejack told them how she got her cutie mark. As a filly, she left her farm for the big city, Manhattan. Whatever she did, it was never quite right. Then one day, she saw a rainbow appear over Ponyville. She knew then just who she was supposed to be and where home really was. That's when her cutie mark appeared. Scootaloo thought there must be a cooler way to get a cutie mark, so off they went. They almost ran right into Fluttershy. She told them her story. She had been a shy little filly back in summer flight camp. The other ponies teased her. But not me. I stood up for her and challenged the bullies to a race to teach them some manners. I didn't know it, but the racers made Fluttershy fall. Don't worry, though. She was saved by a cloud of butterflies. This is how she learned of her special connection to the animals of Equestria and the day her cutie mark appeared. They found Rarity next. She told them how one day her horn magically led her far away. She didn't know where she was going, but she knew it had to do with her destiny. Her horn led her to a big rock. Boy, was she mad! Suddenly, there was a mysterious explosion. The rock cracked open. It was filled with beautiful gems, perfect for her fashions. She had her cutie mark. Scootaloo was still hoping to hear my story, but the fillies found Twilight Sparkle instead. She told them her cutie mark story. She was taking her entrance exam for Princess Celestia's School for Gifted Unicorns. It wasn't going well. Suddenly, a distant explosion startled her, and her magic went wild. Luckily, Princess Celestia was able to help her gain control. She made Twilight her personal protege. Twilight Sparkle found out who she was supposed to be, and that was when her cutie mark appeared. The ponies gave Pinkie Pie a lift to Sugar Cube Corner. On the way, she told them about her cutie mark. Pinkie Pie was raised on a rock farm outside of Ponyville. She spent her days working the fields. It was pretty bleak. She heard a boom and saw something amazing spread across the sky. A mighty shockwave curled her mane and filled the sky with a beautiful rainbow. That was when she knew her mission was to bring joy to others, and when her cutie mark appeared. The little fillies finally found me with my friends at Sugar Cube Corner, and I got to tell my cutie mark story. It was the day of the big race. I was going to teach those bullies not to mess with my friends. I flew faster than I'd ever flown before. I flew so fast, I made the impossible happen. Kablooey! The first Sonic Rainboom! And that, little ones, is how you earn a cutie mark. Suddenly, we realized it had been my Sonic Rainboom that helped us all get our cutie marks at the same time. It turns out we've been destined to be BFFs before we even met. Amazing! The end. Let's find book 2. Please turn the page when you hear this sound. Ready? Let's listen. Applejack, Fluttershy, Rarity, Twilight Sparkle, and Pinkie Pie were playing with their pets in the park. I realized I was the only one without a pet friend. I asked Fluttershy to help me find the perfect pet. She was happy to help. Oh, and you'll be the best friends forever and ever, said Fluttershy. Fluttershy introduced me to dozens of pets, but none seemed to be a good fit. I want a pet that can fly fast and be awesome like me, I said. I have plenty of wonderful creatures who soar in the sky, said Fluttershy. She introduced me to a flamingo, a butterfly, an owl, an eagle, and so many more. It was hard to choose. I know, I'll hold a contest, I said. That way I can see which pet has the most speed, agility, and guts. I wanted to see which pet could come closest to being as cool as me. That's not easy. I'm pretty awesome. I was about to start the contest when Fluttershy asked me to add one last competitor. It was a tortoise. He's always dreamed of being some pony's pet, said Fluttershy. I didn't think he had a chance. The tortoise keep up with me? Please. Just try your best, said Fluttershy to the tortoise. I'm looking for the pet that combines speed, agility, guts, style, and awesomeness, I told them. We were going to have a race to decide the winner. The race was through Ghastly Gorge. The animal that crossed the finish line with me could become my pet. Try and keep up, I said. I would be in the race too. We all set off into the gorge, with me in the lead, of course. Come on, slowpokes. realized a never-give-up, can-do attitude is the mark of a real winner. The tortoise proved he was the perfect pet for me. I even named him Tank. Now I get to bring my favorite pet to the park to play with the other ponies. Tank and I are best buds. And I even found a way for Tank to keep up with me. The end.
I noticed that this book has a typo. It says Shutterfly instead of Fluttershy. Kind of funny.
Let's find book 3. Please turn the page when you hear this sound. Ready? Let's listen. Let's face it, I'm pretty amazing. My friends all love watching me fly. One day I was doing some amazing maneuvers when boom! When I came to, I was in the hospital with a busted wing. Dr. Stable said I'd be fine, but I'd have to stay in the hospital for a few days. A few days? It might as well be a few months or a few years. My friends all wanted to help, but weren't sure what to do. Suddenly, Twilight Sparkle had an idea. She brought me something from the hospital book cart. Daring Do and the Quest for the Sapphire Stone. It's one of my favorites, she said. A book? Books are for eggheads, I said. Who wants to read a dumb old book? My friends all laughed. They all loved reading books. But I'm an athlete. Busted wing or no pony was going to catch me reading a book. After my friends left, it sure got boring in that hospital bed. Reluctantly, I picked up the book. One quick look can't hurt, I told myself. Hey, Daring Do starts off with a broken wing, just like me. I'm right with you, sister, I groaned. Daring Do was an amazing adventurer stranded in a mysterious jungle. Out of nowhere, she was surprised by a tiger and a band of ferocious jungle cats. But that didn't stop her. She escaped through the jungle and found a lost temple. Oh my gosh! This was the most exciting book ever! But just as Daring Do was about to reach the Sapphire Stone, there was a knock at my door. Quick as a flash, I hid my book. I couldn't let anyone catch me reading, not after what I'd said. I was just in time. It was Twilight Sparkle and Fluttershy coming to visit. They'd brought my favorite board game to cheer me up. But all I wanted to do was read my book. I pretended to be sleepy so that I could get back to the story. I just couldn't help it. I had to find out what happened next. Sure enough, Daring Do found the Sapphire Stone. Just then, the temple started to fill with hot lava. She just barely escaped. Whew! Daring Do escaped the lava, but was Plush, I was totally going to win. The grand prize was flying with the Wonderbolts, my lifelong heroes. I couldn't wait to win. Twilight Sparkle and Rarity knew that I would need all of my friends' support to win. But how could Earth ponies go to Cloudsdale? Luckily, Twilight Sparkle found a spell that could help. Rarity volunteered, and the results were amazing! Way to go, Twilight Sparkle! Up in Cloudsdale, I was having a hard time. Dumbbell and some of the other ponies said I would never win. Fluttershy defended me, though. She told every pony that I would win the competition with my Sonic Rainboom. I was starting to doubt myself. What if I couldn't do it? Every pony would see me fail. Just then, I heard Rarity's voice. I couldn't believe it. She was flying. We couldn't leave our favorite flyer without a big cheering section, she said. Twilight Sparkle had found a spell that let all my BFFs come to Cloudsdale. Maybe I could do it. We had some time to tour Cloudsdale before the competition. Rarity hardly saw anything but her own reflection. I took my friends to see where all the weather in Equestria is made. We saw where all the snowflakes and rainbows are made. Pinkie Pie even tasted a rainbow. Blah! They look a lot better than they taste. Wherever we went, every pony was amazed by Rarity's beautiful wings. She got so much attention that she decided to enter the Best Young Flyer competition. Oh no! How could I ever win with Rarity in the competition? When the competition started, I was super nervous. Every pony was there watching. Rarity started with the beautiful aerial dance. Wow, was she spectacular! My routine? Well, let's just say I didn't get off to a very good start. For her finale, Rarity flew up high in front of the sun. But she'd flown too high. Her beautiful, delicate wings burned away. She started to fall. My heroes, the Wonderbolts, swooped in to rescue her. But in her panic, Rarity knocked them all out. I was her only hope. I flew faster than I ever had before to save my friend. Suddenly, kablooey! A Sonic Rainboom! At the last moment, I zoomed in to save them. Rarity, the Wonderbolts, I saved them all. In recognition of my bravery and skill, I was crowned the winner. A Sonic Rainboom is a pretty amazing thing, but it's nothing compared to the power of friendship. The end.
Thanks, guys, so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the stories. I sure did, and be sure to stay tuned for more fun toy reviews. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next time.